Ladies and gentlemen, I am here. And whenever I'm here, the crowd goes wild. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Big Time Show podcast that is being seen and heard live everywhere at the home of the Big Time Show podcast, Podbean. It is being heard also at the second home of the podcast, which is, of course, on the Spotlight Sports Network. And it is being seen and heard live right now on the Big Time Show Facebook page, as well as the Big Time Show YouTube page, and it's being seen on all. It's everywhere. I'm sorry, I don't remember all this stuff, but it's there. What's up? What's going on, everybody? I am going to be saying hello individually to those that have come already. Welcome to the show. You have by now, I'm quite sure if you're a Cowboy fan, by now you already have your expectations. I'm quite sure you do by now. I'm quite sure you have formulated already an opinion on what we're going to do on tomorrow. Optimism has died down. Oh, it's no question about it. Optimism has died down a little bit. There are some Cowboy fans, of course, who believe that we still gonna go 15-1. And God bless all of those that feel that way. I sincerely hope that happens. But common sense got to come into play sooner or later. And life without Dak Prescott starts on tomorrow. As we all know by now, Dak, as you expected, he comes out and supports the team and throws left-handed and everybody get hype. I don't know why, but, I guess we're just trying to hold on to anything. So it is what it is. I'm going to be talking today about the title, as you can see. Let's go, Coach. And I will tell you why in just a second. Let's go, Coach. If you've been following me for a long period of time, you will know that I've always said that our talent level is always overriding some of the bad personnel decisions and bad coaching. I've said that. I've been saying that for a long period of time. But the question always happens, we don't really have that question happen so often because we really, when you overall look at it, we really aren't a injury prone team. We do have players that are obviously injury prone, but overall we're really not a bad team that all, can't say that everybody always get hurt. We know Tyron Smith and the Sean Lees of the world. I mean, we know these guys are always hurt. I'm sharing, by the way. That's the reason why I'm looking down. I hope you guys forgive me. I'm coming to you just a second. I'm still sharing. Hopefully you guys will help me out. I've seen some of you have already done that. I appreciate it. But what happens, y'all, when the talent level can't help you no more? What happens when your coaches got a coach? What happens when your coaches got to earn millions of dollars that they are getting paid? What happens when you really have to really get in the dirt and scheme and game plan for a less talented team that you're going to have on the field on tomorrow? In other words, there is a loss for those Dak haters that are out there. There is a difference between Dak Prescott and Cooper Rush. Come on now. Let's go ahead and get that established real quick. There is a difference between Dak Prescott and Cooper Rush. It is no question about it. There's no debate. And yes, I've heard some crazy folks say that Cooper Rush is better and all, what's going on. What's up, Matthew? What's up, Michael Evans, Jeffrey Murray? What's up? Hey, Wendy, I see you. Michael Harris, what's going on? Marcel, I got the haters in the house. Here we go. People love your misery. People love your misery. So I got all these 49er fans coming out of here. Here they go. They already celebrating. You know what it is. So it is what it is. You got to understand that this is the time. I've been saying this for a while, especially in the what's up, Greg? I see you. Especially when it comes to Kellen Moore. If you've been following me, you already know how I feel about Kellen Moore as a football coach, not as a person. There's a difference between Dak and Cooper Rush, and I'll get back in fairness to Cooper Rush though. I'll talk about that in a minute. But my word does not have the type of power that most other people have. You guys, I guess some of you like me or whatever, and some of you may like what I have to say or whatever. So I'm cool with that. But my voice is not as powerful as ones that have, thousands of people that follow them. The more people you have follow you, the more the impact. That's just the bottom line. The less amount, you still have impact, but it's not as powerful as those that have thousands. Well, some of the things that I've been saying for years that have not been said, now all of a sudden are being said, and I'm not saying it's because they're watching me. I'm nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm these people don't see me. At least I don't think they do. Who knows? But I'm glad now that I'm starting to hear some of the stuff that I've been saying for years. I'm glad that it's coming to the forefront because the truth of the matter is you don't have no choice but to say what I've been saying. Number one, I've said Kellen Moore is not good play call. I said Mike McCarthy is a figurehead. He has no power on offense. He has no power on defense. He's just a figurehead. He has no power even on special teams, other than maybe making a call for fourth downs and let's try a fake punt here or something like that. But as far as actual play calling goes, Mike McCarthy don't have nothing to do with that. He's just a figurehead. And what is going on now? What's going on now is that mostly everybody now is starting to say what I have been saying. And sometimes some people can just say it better and have more impact. I want you guys to listen to this real quick. And you tell me, for those that have been watching, tell me, haven't you heard this before? That's all I want to hear you say. But I love what you're getting ready to hear. I want you guys to hear this. Listen, I hope you guys can hear it.
This is a coordinator's game. This is the game where you really earn your check. See, it's easy when everything is going well for you. It's easy. That's easy. Like I got all my holes. That's easy. It becomes a little bit difficult now where you really have to get in the lab and come up with a scheme. Both Dan Quinn and Kellen Moore. Because like you said, Nate, Kellen Moore, you have to make sure that you put a scheme together that, one, best suits your backup quarterback. Two, gives you an opportunity to have some rhythm, because no rhythm will kill your offense. And then three, simplify it to the point where guys are able to get the ball and be able to make plays. And for Dan Quinn, you have to have two type of game plans. You have to have a game plan that's going to allow you to be physical, allow you to be aggressive, allow you to kind of pin your ear back so go get it. But you also have a game plan that has to go in there and say, what happens if we get to 35 minutes? 40 minutes on the football field. How am I going to be able to have these guys prepared and ready to go into the deep waters of the fourth quarter if they drag us there and we have to be able to sustain?
Ladies and gentlemen, have you heard that before?
But they've got to get. They
have you heard that before?
This is a week for me. I got to use Turpin. I got to use him.
Haven't you heard that before?
As a decoy at times too.
I don't know what's going on there.
Speed. I need to throw it deep to him. I need to show those safeties.
Hold on.
This is what we've got.
Hold on
a
second.
Catch it.
There we go. Haven't you heard that before? I mean, it's basically what Jesse Holly said there. He's pretty much have said what I've kind of been saying all the time. What happens when the coaches have to really coach? Because your quarterback is down, because your quarterback is not coming back, probably, for a few weeks or so, because you're going to have to make it through. You didn't sign anybody, probably didn't need to, because unless it was somebody that was already somewhat familiar with the offense, but since they are not, familiar, the Cam Newtons, all these other people that y'all were hollering out, some fans, that would have been kind of like a waste of time, to be honest with you. So most people knew that it would be Cooper Rush and Will Grier. It only makes sense. You know what I'm saying? That these guys know the offense, especially Cooper Rush. He knows the offense. There's no question about that. He does know the offense. But just because you know the offense really don't mean nothing. You see, need I remind some of you guys, even though we won the football game, let me preface this. Even though we won the football game last year against Minnesota, we won the game. It was a road game. It was during the 12-4 season that we had last year, 12-5, whatever we were. Cooper Rush started the game, played extremely well, and won the football game. That's not my real point. He threw for over 300 yards, 325 yards to be exact. He had 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. He played, however, he played with Cooper and Lamb and Gallup. All right. That's what he did. However, the mentality, though, because when your starting quarterback goes down, common sense would have to tell you that you should change, something, because you don't want to put the backup quarterback in position where you really don't want the game to fall into his hands. That's what most coaches would do. Kellen Moore, however, made that man throw the ball 40-some times, if I'm not mistaken. And it wasn't because we were 20 points behind. We were ahead in some of that game, and game was close. Cooper Rush threw the ball over 40 times, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he threw for over 300. He had a good game, no doubt. But the mentality did not change. He had Kellen. Let's go. You may say, well, Cooper had, good game. Let's go to the Philadelphia game, where the game was pretty close. Do you remember Ben DiNucci starting? Do you remember that Ben DiNucci threw the ball for over 35 times that game? When you knew we were supposed to run the football, because you didn't want the game to be in Ben DiNucci's hand. You don't want it really to be in Cooper Rush's hand. I don't care how smart he is. He has a pretty decent arm. He knows the offense, all that. But when you don't have your QB1 in the game, everybody knows you got to find a way to slow the game down. Don't get into no type of shootouts. You got to slow the game down. You got to have a time of possession type game to balance off potentially your defense getting jet tired. You got to have some type of game that your defense does not stay on the field the whole game like they did last Sunday. See, we can talk about all day that we're going to have one of the top defenses in the league. Let me tell y'all something. That's not going to happen if they stay on the field the whole game. Your dreams of having a top 5, top 10 defense is going to fall to about 17 or 18 because they're going to get tired because they're on the field. That's why Leonard Fournette started getting, that's why he started gashing us, because they were tired. You can have all the rotation in the world. If the rotation is steadily on the field, you cannot have a top defense. And what did we do? We passed the ball last game with Dak in the game. Let's not forget. We were passing the ball with Dak in the game. Case in point, at the end of the game, I need everybody right here to put in right here. I don't care what the score was. It was the same old thing. Dak throws the ball. Look at the box score of Ezekiel Elliott. That's really all you need to see. 10 carries. 5.2 average per carry. 10 carries. I thought that Jerry Jones said that the offense run through Zeke. That's what maybe I saw a different interview. I don't know. That's what I thought I heard. Tony Pollard, the one they said they need to get him the ball. How many carries he have, y'all? Y'all remember? Huh? Do you see what I'm saying? So now you lost your quarterback. All right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the game really now falls into the hands of Kellen Moore. See, I heard all this analysis and everybody talking. I heard all my brothers talking about the game, all this, I heard everybody talking about what we should do, who we should run behind, who what kind of formations. Listen. See, I've been trying to tell y'all. I've been trying. I have. Y'all know I have. Now we really are in week 2. The defense lies in the hand, as crazy this may sound. The defense lies in the hands of Kellen Moore. Because if he get in shotgun with Cooper Rush all game long tomorrow, my defense gonna be tired. The offense lies in the hands of Kellen Moore. He's the play caller. It ain't Jerry Jones, y'all. I know Jerry is the prime, I understand some of y'all want to blame Jerry. I get it. I'm not gonna argue. He's the one that hired him. Some of y'all want to blame Coach McCarthy. I told y'all, Mike McCarthy don't run nothing on the offense. He don't run nothing on the defense. He don't run nothing on special teams. Y'all want to blame Mike McCarthy? He gonna be the first one to get the axe. Yeah. He gonna be the first one to take the fall on the sword. Yeah, but it really ain't. It's really not him, y'all. It's not. I've been trying to tell y'all. Now we finna see. Now we getting ready to see. You want to see how good of a coach Kellen Moore is? Let's check out tomorrow. See, Coach McCarthy really ain't got nothing to do with this because he don't have no say-so over the offense. So y'all, it's no sense to talk about McCarthy. No. He don't have no power to shut down Moore. Matter of fact, did y'all see let me pull this up just to prove my point. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up. I want you guys to see this. I want you guys to see this real quick. Cause see, things are beginning to happen now. See, they're beginning to happen. Just give me a second here. I want y'all to read in between the lines of what I'm getting ready to show you. And forgive me if I don't have it all perfect and all that. Just notice the message. That's all I need you to do. Let's look at this together. Look at that, y'all. Let me make sure y'all can see that first of all. Okay, this is Coach McCarthy. This is Coach McCarthy's tweet. It's not his tweet. This comes from Michael Gilkin. Listen to what Coach McCarthy said. See, this one you know the stuff getting ready to hit the fan. Coach McCarthy said this. He said, let's be honest. In Kellen's time as a coordinator, he's been able to play very, very aggressive. But we're in a phase right now that we got to be a little smarter in certain situations. That's all part of growing as a play caller. That was on the 16th. Let's read that again, y'all, if y'all don't mind. I need y'all to help me crack this code real quick. Mike McCarthy said, let's be honest. In Kellen's time as a coordinator, he's been able to play very, very aggressive. Let's stop right there. Let's translate that. What he's saying, ladies and gentlemen, is he's had too many weapons, so the weapons covered his play calling because the weapons were so good. You get it? Okay. Then he says, but we're in a phase right now, translation, we're not as talented because my quarterback is out. So you can't be aggressive because my quarterback is not playing. Dak Prescott not playing. So he says in a phase right now, we're in a phase that we got to be a little smarter. Translation, you can't throw the ball 58 times, Keller. In certain situations, he said. You can't, we got to be a little smarter in certain situations. Then here's the killer part. This is the insult. He said that's all a part of growing as a play caller. Wait a minute. Are you trying to imply that he ain't grown yet? I can answer that for you. No. I can answer that for you. No. No, he ain't grown. See, the problem is, when you have the weapons like Kellen Moore's had over the last 2 to 3 years, you don't need to be experimenting and growing. No, you need to be already grown when you got that type of weaponry. You don't know what to do with it. So now, you ain't got it now. Now what you're supposed to do is something that he does not like to do. What is that, ladies and gentlemen? Run the football. He's allergic to running the football. He is. I don't know how many years we got to keep saying this. And I know it's going to have a whole lot of folks that are going to get on here talking about, hey, we going to do it tomorrow. Is Zeke Elliott going to get over 20 carries? Ladies and gentlemen, when is the last time Ezekiel Elliott got over 20 carries in a game? The games that you know he was supposed to get 20 carries, did he get them? It's the same Kellen Moore. He didn't even give him the ball with Ben DiNucci. He didn't give him the ball enough with Cooper Rush. So now all of a sudden we finna turn into the Tennessee Titans with Derrick Henry. Y'all believe that, huh? I believe it when I see it. I believe it when I see it. Now, I'm not saying that we supposed to run it 50 times. Cooper Rush only supposed to pass it 10 times a game. I'm not saying that. I realize he has to throw the ball. But Cooper Rush ain't got no business throwing the ball tomorrow. 38 to 45 times in a game. Not tomorrow. I know they're going to stack the box. I realize that. But hello, everybody. Ezekiel Elliott has been seeing 8-9 man boxes since he was in high school. Hello, the 8-man boxes just didn't start. Now, they've been doing that all the time. The bottom line is you have to do something that you haven't, that's just don't like to do, Mr. Moore. You got to be committed. There's the word, ladies and gentlemen. You have to be committed to the running game on tomorrow. You got to protect my defense tomorrow. We cannot get into a shootout with Cincinnati. We don't have the firepower. Now here goes Zeke Elliott. All y'all got excited about Zeke Elliott putting on Instagram all them jump cutting and all of running and hollering and screaming with his shirt off, bouncing through tires and circling around. We need all that tomorrow. See, it's easy to do that against air. It's easy to circle around tires and step through tires and be hollering and screaming and, oh, he looked quick. Oh, my God, he looked quick. We're going to find out. Well, look, whoa. We should find out. Huh? Ladies and gentlemen, I see some of y'all comments. I'm sorry if I'm not responding to them. I just don't want to break my groove right now. I see the chat just flowing, and I'd be wrong if I just start right where somebody is like Terry. I just do this one now. Terry says, "Big time, your boy, the Vanilla Gorilla got cut so much for an attitude adjustment on the team." Yeah, I heard about that too, and it just make you hey, we haven't seen Ridgeway. Maybe he not good enough. I don't know. Bohanna is better. Gallimore is better. Tristan Hill probably is better. That's 3. Man, I'm trying to remember the other one, but these guys should be, they're better than he is right now, probably. That's the way I look at it. So I don't know if y'all forgive me just one second. I don't know if he's what we don't see, in fairness to the front office or whatever. Let's just be fair. We don't see practice, so we don't know what he's doing. We don't know. I have a problem with the way they're trying to kill our wide receiver. I hate the way they're trying to kill Tolbert right now. I hate that. But at the same time, let's just be honest, in the position that he is, you got to play special teams. Tolbert's not a special team player. So, hey, could he help on offense? Maybe so, but you got to play special teams. He doesn't do that. But back to Kellen Moore, y'all. See, y'all can come with all this analysis all you want. It really is simple. And watch this. I got a feeling, y'all, that next week I'm gonna be saying the same thing. I said it in the off season. I said it preseason. I said it last year. I said it the year before that. Kellen Moore is the problem. He will be responsible for a lot of people losing their jobs this year. He's going to be responsible for people not getting their money in contracts. He's going to be responsible for that. It's going to be more because his play calling is horrible. It is. And some of y'all going to say, well, he was the number 1 offense in the league. Yeah, but when it came to situational football, what happened? We're in bad shape, y'all. Let me show you one more thing that I just lost my mind over. I can't, and maybe y'all don't feel this way, but I'm saying I'm a little older, so I got a problem when I see some stuff like I'm getting ready to show you. Let me see if this is it here. Let me show y'all. Y'all forgive me for ranting. Nope. I don't want that one. Y'all check this out. Just be patient with me. Be patient. Be patient with me. Y'all got to see this. If you haven't seen this, then get ready. I almost wanted to throw a fine and oh God, I ain't gonna say what I want to say. Y'all look at this. This again is another tweet that I saw this week. Michael Galkin again. Listen to this. Frustrated by a coverage scheme, Cowboys wide receiver CeeDee Lamb took a step back at one point in week 1. I was so pissed, like, what's going on? I had to have a flashback. Yeah, you're going to get all that attention now. This is what they were talking about. Lord have mercy. CeeDee, my God, son. We told you what was going to happen. I mean, why are you talking like you surprised? Listen, look what he's saying. Listen, what you ticked off for? You had 11 targets. You didn't catch. I mean, you only caught 2. I mean, Son, welcome. Stop crying. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. Stop crying. God. Stop crying, brother. Let's go. Stop crying. You knew you were finna get doubled all year. Come on now. It ain't no excuse. Cooper Kupp gets doubled every game. Still led the league in catches, yards, offensive player of the year last year. Every number one wide receiver knows they're getting doubled. They still get open. They still catch footballs. I got to have more than 2 catches, God almighty. 11 targets, well, some of them were catchable. I got to have it. I ain't giving no excuses to nobody. Stop crying. You got to do something. You got to do something. I don't care if y'all talk with Cooper Rush is the quarterback. Look, big players step up in big moments. Get open. Oh, I forgot though. I'm sorry, CD. I'm sorry, CD. CD, if you hear this, I'm sorry. I forgot. That's on Kellen Moore too, ain't it? Cause see, now you got to scheme your way and get people open. Hello. You gotta find a way to get. You gotta find a way to get open. You gotta get them open, right? Right? No. No, a lot of this is, see, you got to do more, Kellen Moore. See, all this about to come out now. See, you got to do more, Kellen, than line up your guys and run a slant. Everybody know it. Then y'all hear what the boy name from Tampa? Y'all heard what he said, linebacker. Mr. White, Devin White. Y'all heard what he said. They already knew what we were going to run. Why? Because it's the same vanilla offense. Slants, comeback routes, drag routes. That's all we throw. We might throw to the tight end up the seam. Every now and then, Dak will throw it up top, Gallup, the bomb. I mean, come on now. Come on, y'all. We've been seeing the same stuff, the same formations. The only reason why it worked last year and the year before is because the talent level was so good. Amari Cooper runs that good of routes that even though it's coming, he's still going to be wide open. He's that good. CD was running in the slot against number 3 receivers and linebackers. Of course, CD going to be open. Gallup, that's all you see Gallup do. Either throw a bomb, catch a go route, or do a slant pattern. That's all we throw. Where is the creativity? Where is the scheme design? Where are the motions? Where are the formations? See, now you got to scheme your way, Mr. Kellen Moore. You just can't line up and say run a 5-yard slant with Cooper Rush. That ain't going to get it done. Devin White gave the blueprint to beat the Cowboys. And they ain't changed. So I'm almost done. Look, this ain't gonna be long today because essentially, y'all, I am just repeating myself like I've been doing for the last 2.5, 3 years. He will not run the football. So here's my prediction tomorrow, y'all. Here's my prediction tomorrow. It's going to be the same stuff. Kellen Moore will not be committed to the running game. I will be shocked if Ezekiel Elliott has over 20 carries. Well, I mean, hello. I will be shocked if Tony Pollard has at least, I'm going to give him 9 carries. I'm going to be shocked tomorrow. My prediction is that Ezekiel is going to have somewhere between 13 to 16 carries. I believe Tony Pollard is going to have somewhere around 6, 7, maybe. And I'm predicting that Cooper Rush is going to throw the ball 35 times. Sound like Dak Prescott to me. He did it in Minnesota. I mean, he had Ben DiNucci throw over 37 times, if I'm not mistaken. Come on now. In a starting game on the road and all that. I mean, and so tomorrow, if that is the case, as a loyal Cowboy fan, and y'all know I love them, we will lose tomorrow if this is the case. As a matter of fact, it won't even be close because my defense is going to be tired. And they do have weapons over there in Cincinnati. All I'm going to tell y'all. And y'all can say what y'all want to say. I've been trying to tell, look, have I been wrong yet? Have I been wrong? Have I been wrong? I haven't been wrong. Now, if they're going to shock, look, what we ought to do, we ought to see a whole lot of 12 and even 13 personnel tomorrow. You still can pass the ball out of it. Cooper Rush is going to throw the ball tomorrow. I hope he don't throw the ball somewhere between. Give me, because it's going to be open if the running ain't working. Give me between 22 and 27 times. That's my ideal for Cooper Rush tomorrow. And that may be too much when I say 27. But Kellen Moore can't help himself. Oh, and Kellen Moore, please, sir. Sometime when somebody tweet this to him or something. Kellen Moore, please. Because you can't help yourself. But tomorrow, you need to help yourself. Please throw away your little trick plays. Please. Those are drive killers. Please stop the double reverses after somebody done ran the ball twice for at least about 8 yards. There's no need to get tricky and cute like you always do. Let's stop the Madden. Put away your Madden 23 playbook. Put that away. Run the football, please. If they ran first down and got 6 yards and got ran the next time, second down, they got 3 yards. That's 3rd and 1. Why are we running a double reverse or a jet sweep or a quick bubble screen? Stop it. Run the football between the tackles, outside, just run it. There's no need for your pinball machine, Madden 23, crackerjack sandlot plays that I be seeing all the time from you. You need to throw that away tomorrow. Give my team as honest of a chance as you can give them. We're going to have to play bully ball if we can, and we're going to have to play grinded out football. You can't be finesse and be trying to be and trying to play a grind out game. It's not going to work. You got to be physical tomorrow. You got to be physical. But I'm not going to get emotionally involved. Because, see, I'm convinced of who Kellen Moore is, y'all. And I know a lot of y'all holding on to hope. I'm going to let you have your hope. Once Sunday's over, y'all come see me here. I don't know how many weeks I got to keep telling y'all what's going to happen. I don't know. I don't know why. I got to keep. I'm sorry. I don't know why. Kellen Moore is Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore going to come out the very first play. I wouldn't be surprised, y'all. Just to try to, because see, he's going to be trying to outsmart Cincinnati tomorrow. He's going to be playing mind games with himself. I wouldn't be surprised tomorrow if they line up tight, then all of a sudden give a signal and they go straight to shotgun. First play. I wouldn't be surprised. Just to make sense to think. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be. I'm telling y'all tomorrow. I don't care if Cooper Rush get hot. Let me make myself very clear. I don't care if Cooper Rush do like what he did in Minnesota. The mentality has to be right. We finna find, look, we are about to, look, it's one or two things finna happen. Then I'll be done. is one of two things that is getting ready to happen. These next 4 to 5 weeks. I see you, Terry. Terry Chapman says Terry say Chase gonna have a big game anyway. Now, in fairness, Terry, because I don't know what side of the track you stand on. I don't know if you're a Cowboy fan or not, but if you are, cool. Let me say this to you. Joe Burrow is a 5-7 step drop quarterback. If you're a 5-step drop quarterback going against these guys, if they ain't tired, you're going to get hit. And Cincinnati's offensive line had Joe Burrow getting hit around like a pinball machine last week. All I'm going to say is Burrow does get it out, but Burrow needs time for the big play to get to Chase. A lot of Chase's plays are big chunk plays. That is a 5-7 step drop. But these guys is coming at him tomorrow while they're fresh, that is. He might get hit. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Now, one or two things are getting ready to happen. Either we finna find out who the coaches are. I already know who the coaches is. The coach is Dan Quinn. I already know that. But Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy, really Kellen Moore. You're right, Terry. I just think that Terry, I'm not Doc. I kind of figured you would be a Cowboy fan. I'm just saying at the beginning of the game, if the offense can sustain some type of drives, whether there's points or not, you know what I'm saying? If they can have 5, 6, 7 play drives to give this defense some rest, Joe Burrow is going to get hit tomorrow. That's all I'm going to say. Now, when they get tired, Joe Burrow going to be posing for football card pictures and stuff like that. Then, yeah, we're going to get ate alive then. The offense got to do it. Now, here's my last point, and I'm still trying to get to it. One or two things about to happen. Well, there's really one. Kellen Moore and slightly Mike McCarthy. Slightly Mike McCarthy. Because the only reason why I'm saying slightly, because he's the one that's going to have to fall on the sword. He's the one that's going to get the chopping block first. Mike McCarthy will. But really, what's getting ready to happen is, y'all, Kellen Moore is about to get exposed one way or the other. Either we've got to find out how much of a guru he really is, because he really supposed to be changing stuff now, to be honest with you. His play calling ought to be changed. We finna find out, can he scheme now? Or we've finna find out what most of us already know, that he ain't the guy. You about to get exposed now because you do not have the talent. You don't have that one that's driving the car in Dak Prescott. You got Cooper Rush. I believe Cooper, and I'm not knocking Cooper. I really believe Cooper is going to play pretty good. I really do. I hope that his presence makes the coaches do what they're supposed to do. Y'all understand what I'm saying? What Kellen Moore should be doing, maybe, and I guess this is my little hope point for the whole thing. Maybe with Dak not being there, it forces Kellen Moore to do what he's really supposed to do with this offense. That's my little hope, but I have no faith in that because I saw him with Ben DiNucci. So he gonna have to fool with me, y'all. JD says Joe Philbin needs some of this blame as well. We can't be killing drive with mental errors on the old line. That falls on Philbin and Mike McCarthy. You got a point there, JD. But again, that's just a part of it. It ain't no mental errors That's usually coming passing downs. See what I'm saying? They don't come. It's pre-snap penalties, yeah, but it don't come on running plays. See, we don't know really how good Joe Philbin is because Kellen Moore doesn't call enough running plays. You see what I'm saying? See, as soon as you point that way to Joe, and what you said here has some validity to it. I'm not knocking it at all. You're absolutely right. The mental errors is on the line. But why it got to be that it's all pre-snap because they jumped too early? Because they're passing plays. You don't get too many mental errors on running plays. You don't get that. You don't get that. You get it only when guys trying to anticipate the snap count because they got a rusher that's coming, like Shaq Barrett, or like the guys that were coming in last week. Like we got these guys coming in Cincinnati. All these guys. I'm saying those were the mental errors are, not really running plays. So I don't know how good Joe Philbin is. I'm gonna be honest with you, because he's never had an offensive line that could just go ahead and lay on folks the whole game, because we got an offensive coordinator that loves to run the pinball machine offense. Thank you, Key in the building. That's I'm glad you're here. Let me pause right quick and say this to you guys, because we're on the Spotlight Sports Network page as we speak. Listen, right there, that's what you need to see. I'm gonna leave that up for a minute. The Spotlight Sports Network, we announced now, that, which I'm a part of, that we are a partner with SeatGeek. Get $20 off of your first order for live events, concerts, sporting events, and more. Use the promo code, which is the Spotlight Sports Network. For those that may be watching all across the country, whatever state you're in, you maybe wanted to go to some type of concert, you maybe want to go to a game, you may be ready to go to a future Cowboy game, go to SeatGeek right now, write it down, use the Spotlight Sports Network as your promo code, and hey, you can get, hey, we're partners with that. Also with Fanatics as well, where you can go ahead and get your gear, whatever team you want. Go to fanatics.com and search out that. Use the same code, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Key in the building. Correct me if I'm wrong. Use the same code for fanatics.com and go ahead and get your merchandise, hats, jerseys, jogging suits, whatever you want. You can do that. Now, Key in the building, I'm watching. There you go. It's right there in your chat book. All you have to do is in the chat, click on to that right there. I put it on there. If you're on Podbean, I'm sorry. It's fanatics.93 6tx.net. I know you're not going to keep up with that. But if you're on SeatGeek, go to SeatGeek, use the promo code Spotlight Sports Network. All right. It's free shipping right now. Here in the building says, go get you a hat. Help your boy out. Help your boy out. Come on. Go get you a hat. I know some of y'all, go get you a hat or a towel or something. Go get something. Socks, whatever. I mean, cup. Go get your gear, because that's going to be the only thing we might look. If Cooper Rush get out and throw 38 times tomorrow, you might well get something. Sure. If he going to make Cooper Rush Dan Marino, then you know, hey, we got a problem. Somebody about to get exposed tomorrow. It's gonna be Kellen Moore. That's all I got, y'all. Y'all, you know, you may not agree, but it's the truth. Phone line is open. Y'all see it ticking there. Podbean is open as well. Go ahead and call in. Oh, okay. I got my coach calling in. Let's see here. I believe I got my coach calling in. You in here, coach?
Yeah.
I'm good. Turn your radio down or your phone down or whatever. I heard that echo. Go on, talk to me.
That's better.
Yes, sir. I hear you beautifully.
Oh man, you got a lot of stuff to unpack there. Big show. I just got a couple of things I want to unpack with you. you're so right about Kellen Moore. He just not it. And I think we just trying to make him it. But it's a cultural thing in Dallas. I'm gonna tell you this. It's on the defense too with these Joneses.
Mm-hmm.
I done got some word, and I don't even want to give up my source, but I done got some inside the building, inside the locker room from a very, very credible source that there's favoritism with the players that's being played on defense that shouldn't be getting as many snaps, and some guys are not getting any snaps. Anthony Barr, I think, got about 10 snaps in the game, 10, 15 snaps.
If the coach, stop right there. It's common sense. If you're not gonna play Anthony Barr, why you go get him? Okay, I'll go ahead, coach.
And Dante Fowler played 10 plays.
Stop right there, coach. Dante Fowler is a choice of Dan Quinn. If you're not gonna let Dan Quinn's choices play, why you go get him? Go ahead, coach.
So that tells you there's some that craziness spreads all over this football team. But it's nothing we can do about that. So and it's really nothing we can do about anything that's out here. I said this when I first started this YouTube, on the, like I said, when I first started on the Dallas Cowboys show, one of my first things live, and this was last year, at the beginning of last year, and I said this: can Kellen Moore control a football game? And I think I may have said that to you. It's about, can an offensive coordinator get to a point and where he controls a football game and controls the tempo of a football game. I said during the telecast of last week when I was doing the live stream with Boss, during the game, I said that Tampa Bay had the control, they had the tempo of the game at their tempo. And if people know sports, that's the most important thing in every sporting event. Baseball, football, basketball. If you can get the game in your tempo, you are better suited to win the game. And our tempo, we all over the place. We did not have the game in our tempo. It's an interesting stat. We ran 65 plays, and I'm gonna tell people this. Last year we ranked number 3 in the league in total plays per game, offensive plays. We ran 65 plays. That's a lot of plays. The highest average of plays is around 67 plays. So we ran 67 offensive plays, 65 offensive plays last week. But we had the ball almost 6 minutes less than Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's two reasons. One, we threw more passes. Two, the thing I hate with Kellen Moore's offense, and I think he gets in trouble with, is this: let's speed the game up. Let's run plays. Let's get to the line of scrimmage, run plays. Let's run plays fast. Mm-hmm. And what it does is causes mistakes, causes pre-snap penalties, causes negative plays, and then you get behind the sticks and you're off the field. Mm-hmm. That's a fad that was out there maybe about 7 to 8 years ago when teams would say, let's run fast plays and run plays every 15 seconds. And we found out that kind of went away, because when you start getting negative plays on first down, or you don't call a quality play, then you get behind the sticks and defenses take over. Because can he control the tempo of the game? And that's going to help your defense if he can control the tempo of the game. Because we have a backup quarterback. And I think you brought up an interesting point about Cooper Rush's game last year against Minnesota. And now I heard you say people in the chat say he had over 300 yards. Mm-hmm. And he had such a great game. Mm-hmm. Well, let's look at that. Mm-hmm. He was 24 for 42. Was that really good?
It's barely over. That's not even. It ain't 50%.
It's a little bit over 50%,
It's a
but
little.
24. Yeah, a little bit. 24 for 42. Then we say he threw for 300 yards. I would say 150 of those yards came. 75 of them came off Cedric Wilson catching a ball across the middle
And going all
a
the way.
75-yard play. And 50 yards came when the ball was supposed to be interception and bounced off the back of a guy, and Cooper caught the ball off a deflection. And then the last 30-yard play when he made an outstanding catch of jumping up over top of the guy to catch the ball. So it was not like Cooper Rush was tearing the game up. But you still, if you had a quarterback that had those type of stats, would you let him throw the ball? If he just throwing about 60%, would you let him throw the ball 42 times? That's what you're trying to tell the people.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was 38 or 36 or 30, 34 for 42. It wasn't like he was hot. So this is what I'm saying. We could have lost that game because we didn't control the tempo of that game, and even though our defense played well, but it's about controlling the tempo of the game and getting the tempo in this pace that Dak wants it, Cooper Rush needs it to be for them to be effective. Got another thing for you. If you want to throw the ball for Cooper Rush, if you want Cooper Rush to throw the ball, and I've done watched this film several times of this past game. Yes, and your person said about the pre-snap penalties. I told you about that. That's killers.
Yep.
Too many of that. You had 5 or 6 of those. That's killers. But if you watch the game, and I don't think people watch the game because when we lose, they start saying, "Oh, the offense doesn't do well," or they just look at stats like 5 yards a carry. I would like y'all to look at the game and see how we were manhandling. I'm talking about not just one offensive lineman. We were putting guys on their backs. Still, even Tyler Biadasz was putting people on his back. He controlled Via Beta.
He had a great game.
A child.
He had a great game, actually.
So that tells you that our offensive line is physical enough to be able to control a game. But if we do have a negative run or a 2-yard run,
commitment.
That doesn't mean that every run is going to be 5 or 6 yards.
No, gotta be committed.
Commitment, and I'm so happy that word of commitment is being all over the place. Zeke said it several times.
Yeah,
and he said it in a way that says, they try to set him up with this. The first question they're talking about is, you going to be committed? What about it? Since you got a backup quarterback, how much it is for running? You need to run the football. And he stopped them right there and said, regardless of who the quarterback,
gotta run it.
We need to run the ball because we are better offense when we do run the football.
Yeah, that's where it always should have been.
They try to set him up again, Big Show. And another question came around saying, well, they're going to stack the box. He said, don't care about them stacking the box.
He's been seeing stacked boxes his whole life.
So that's right. We still got to be able to run the football.
Yeah.
So, and we have the tight ends again. I watched the film. Dalton Schultz.
Yeah.
Still getting blowed up.
Yeah.
But the other tight ends
they block well.
Are very good at their blocking. But it's a mentality and I've said this in time and time again. Coaches, they give the players a mentality.
Yeah.
Because players know what coaches think that's very important. Yeah. Because it's somebody say, I know my coach says this is, because they stress this all the time, so I know what this type of play is very important. But if a player feels that you really don't stress that. You really not. It's not really important to you. If I mess up on it, you're not gonna really get on my case because that's not what you really want
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah.
Then you might be a little lackadaisy in the run game because you're like, think he's gonna talk about it if I give up a sack. He not really care if I miss this run block. Only care he gonna care about if I miss a pass because he not really care if I make the block as a tight end.
Yeah.
So that's the mentality that we have to get to the point where we have to lean on our stars. But I do say about the passing game, and I got two more things, and I'll be finished with the big show and just trying to unpack all the great stuff you did. Well, CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb said, what did he say? He had a flashback?
That's what he said, all that crying. I didn't want to hear all this stuff.
Okay, let me tell you what his flashback was. And when I tell you what my feeling is, and I can almost guarantee it, what it was. His flashback was, I know what Mark Cooper told me before when he left. This guy is not going to help you get open, and you're going to find it very hard to get space.
Mm-hmm.
That was his flashback.
Yeah.
His flashback was like, Cooper told me this.
Yeah.
And he didn't tell me about the coverage I'm going to get. He told me that this offense simplicity is not going to help me.
Exactly. Simplicity. The only thing that you had, it works, the simplicity works if you got that much talent around where you can't, the Coopers and then the Gallups on the other side. That's the one that only help.
That's true, but let's unpack that. And I got a way to help the passing game. But let's unpack that.
Mm-hmm.
Against Arizona, which was a good team, the offense looked just like it looked this past. Against Kansas City.
Yeah. Against the 49ers.
Same way.
Against the 49ers.
Against the 49ers. Mm-hmm. So all the good teams, even the Chargers, it looked the same way. So all the good teams, they got their heads screwed on right, that can play, right? That's not in disarray defensively. Yeah. It doesn't work. So it makes no difference if you had talent or no talent.
Yeah.
It's we had the talent when we played San Francisco. So that's what I try to get people to understand.
Yeah.
You're going to have the same problem with the simplicity and not doing certain things with talent or without talent.
Gotcha.
So let me tell you this one thing. I definitely need to get this out because I've been preaching this for the longest. Yes, I've been preaching being a committed running the ball. But if you want to throw the ball, Kellen, if you watched film, if we watch the game, and if you go back and watch the game, if we throw the ball to our running backs on time in the flat, there's only one defender out there that's one-on-one with Ezekiel Elliott or Tony Pollard at all times. Who wins that battle 80% of the time?
No doubt about it.
In that way, when you start getting teams, and Tom Brady used that guy named the little running back in New England to death, throwing him the ball because what he did is he hit him out there right now, quick, and let him get 10, 15, 20 yards. And then all of a sudden, it made them start to dedicate people over there, which gave the room for your CeeDee Lambs and your other guys to have more room because you hamstring yourself. You put one arm behind the back when you have guys in the flat that are great athletes, that you're great players, and you don't utilize them. You're already putting yourself in a bad situation.
No doubt.
But like I said, Big Show, I appreciate your platform. I appreciate, listen, man, you're growing, man. I'm happy about your sponsorships. Yeah. I'm gonna go on Fanatics sometime in the next little year. I'm gonna put that promo code in there and buy something, man.
Just buy anything, Coach.
You're doing great, man, and keep on pushing, man. God is blessing you because you're speaking the truth, and the truth will always reveal itself. And that's what you're telling everybody. The truth will come to light. There's no darkness, no hiding it, no nothing to hide.
Yeah.
The truth.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you, Coach.
All right, Big Show.
I appreciate you. Appreciate you. That is the one and only Coach Marv. We appreciate him as always coming in and bringing his insight in. It's very valuable and very needed, and I love it. Damon Lawton says this. Appreciate you, Damon, for popping in. It amazes me that we can see that and the Cowboys coaches can't. They can see it, Damon. It's just that they are dedicated to doing it their way. They're dedicated to trying to prove people wrong. That's where pride comes into play. When you know you need to do something, but you kind of like the Connor Williams at guard fiasco for all them years. You knew he was getting his brains kicked in. You knew he was, and you decided not to change because you just got to prove, hey, he can play guard. Excuse me. He can play guard. It's just you just got to do it your way. And it's about to get really exposed in these next 3, 4. And see, the other thing is, let me say this also, because you know it's gonna happen. I mean, you know it's gonna happen. Dak Prescott, if your finger not ready, man, quit trying to be a hero all the time. Everybody, ain't nobody questioning your character. Nobody's questioning your leadership. We all know you're a great leader and all that kind of stuff. But if your thumb is not right, sir, don't be lying saying you're ready to go when you not ready to go. Because you're gonna end up losing, be gone for the rest of this year. Cause I don't because I know he's gonna come back. I mean, he gonna come back. I mean, y'all know that. Oh, by the way, the call-in line is open there. Y'all can go ahead and call in. I'm ready for you. At any time, you can go ahead and call in. But Dak, if you ain't right, sir, look, I'd rather you sit out 6 weeks rather you come in and can't grip the football, and then when it get cold, when it gets cold and your hands are not right, and you can't grip the football, and when it gets cold, and you coming out here with a 65% thumb or 70% thumb or 80, and you can't grip it right, and you know it's not right. Guess what? November is coming. It's gonna get cold. If your thumb, you got to get under center. So you can't look. If you coming back and saying I can't do nothing but get in shotgun, and of course you can run out of shotgun because I can't take the beating on my thumb, putting my hands on the center. You don't need to play then. You don't need to play. You don't need to play. And see, this is what's getting ready to happen. You can't take that pounding when you ain't got no thumb. It's going to swell up. You ain't going to be able to feel it. They can shoot you up, of course. Yeah, okay. But if they can shoot you up, but does that mean you can grip the football? So you can get shot up all you want to. If you can't grip the football, you just can't grip the football. Oh, and you know Dak going to come back. I can see it coming. I can see him coming back in about 2 weeks. I can see it. You already hear the press conference. I progress well. I heal fast, and I'm ready to go. I can throw it. I can grip the football. Just lying. Sit down, man. Sit down. I'm sorry. And Jerry Jones has already kind of put this type of pressure on him. He's saying, look, as soon as he can grip the football, he as soon as he grip the football, Let him play. He should play. If his finger is not right, you can grip it, but does it have strength for a sustained long period of time? Can you take a beating by taking the center snap? Because you got to use your thumb. Your hand is like this. Forgive me with the microphone, but most of us that play football, you know how to play, how his hand positioning is. That's on the thumb. Can you take that? And if you got to adjust to take a snap, you don't need to be playing, man. That's how fumbles happen. It's going to get cold. But I know Dak Prescott. I mean, we all know what's getting ready to happen. And they've already said this thing's supposed to take between 4 to 6 weeks. He's supposed to be out a month. That's where it's going to go. Why am I getting the feeling already this dude's going to try to come back in 2 weeks? I wouldn't be surprised. Let me also throw this in. And then the phone line is open for y'all. Let me throw this in. Jason Peters. It's kind of like Anthony Barr. I'm starting not to like what I'm seeing. See, Jason Peters is going into the Hall of Fame. Truth be told, he ought to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. It's not hard for him to pick up offense. This dude been playing ball for a long time. He's 40 years old. This dude know what to do on offense. He knows more football than people gonna forget about. Why has he not been activated yet? I've seen him. I mean, is his condition? I mean, he looks ready to go. I mean, it ain't like we talking about a chiseled dude in the first place. He's a big man. Now, if his conditioning is not there, then that's another whole thing. But he looked pretty good to me. He said his conditioning was fine when he first got signed. Look, I ain't got time for this, man. You sign Anthony Barr. Anthony Barr can't get on the field for 10, 11 plays. As you heard Coach Price just say. Coach Marv just say. He can't get on the field. Now Jason Peters can't even get in uniform. And he's ready to go. Unless he's injured. Which is a probability for him. But he's not injured. What are you waiting on? Make up your mind what you want to do. Put him at left tackle, good. Put Smith back at guard. Hey, we're gonna be all right. See, what you want to do is see Tyron Smith when Tyron Smith went down. Then you like Tyler Smith now at tackle now. Now you wanna go ahead and keep him there now. See, now you want to keep him there. I can't hear nothing. Hold on. Somebody called in. Hold up. Okay. I think you're here. Somebody say something. Is that you? Hello? Okay, hold on, coach. Hold on, coach. I messed it up. Hold on, coach. Well, I think that's you. Hold on. Hold on, I got two of y'all on. Hold on just a second. Hold on. I'm getting there. Y'all give me a second. I done messed up my stuff here. Hold on, Coach Marv. I think that's you on there. All right.
Call from.
Okay, who is it? Call from. Okay. Who's on here? Talk to me. Hello. All right, let's do this again. Whoever's on here, hang up and call me.
Yeah,
right.
I'm here.
Okay, I hear you. All right, Coach, I hear you. Come on, talk.
Yeah, I want to I wanted to make a comment when you were talking about Dak coming back. See, and you're so right about that, and I've been worried about that because unrealistic expectations. You're gonna put him back out there because, and you're gonna emphasize this about the $40 million quarterback.
There you go.
See, we don't see the propaganda behind this.
Yeah.
You know, and then you're not, and see, I'm with them holding Jameson Peters out for 2 weeks because he's injury prone too. He played 15 games last year, but that was the first time he done played that many games in a many years. So yes, okay, you're gonna give him 2 weeks. Same thing with that. But see, this is what this comes down to, Big Show, and this is a big problem if you try to coach this way or you try to run an organization this way. When you try to run an organization thinking like a fan, right?
Yeah.
You make dumb decisions because you have to be knowledgeable of your fans, but you cannot coach football or run an organization like a fan does. Because they're talking about pure emotion and what they see. They're not in the inner workings, and most of them are not talking what wins games. They're just emotional. So you throw guys back out there because, I'm a fan. Well, if he healthy, let's play him because he's going to be, just because his name is on the back of his jersey, regardless of how injured he is, he's going to be the same person. That don't work.
Nope.
And what you're doing is you're setting Dak up for failure because you think you're going to bring Dak to come back into this. If Dak comes back in 3 weeks, you think you're going to bring Dak to come back in here and do it the way you're supposed to do it, and you still don't throw the ball no more about 25 times, and you still lead on the running game? No, you're going to bring him back, hurt hand or not, and have him throw the ball 45 times.
Yeah.
When it doesn't work out,
if he can throw it 45 times.
Thank you. He threw the ball how many times when he came back off his calf injury? You brought him back from his calf injury. You try to rush back because here it is. You put pressure on him for unrealistic expectations.
Exactly.
And then you have somebody that you can throw the blame at. Again, we've been saying all the time about the word commitment. But one thing, we are committed to the wrong thing.
There you go.
That's what this organization is. They're committed to the wrong thing because regardless of hell or high water, there is certain things they're going to do. Tell them more. They're going, regardless if it doesn't work, they're going to believe in it. They're going to stick with it. If it's playing guys that rushing them back, they're going to believe in it and stick with it because they're committed to doing that. And we're asking them to be committed to winning football, but they're not committed to the things that should be committed because they're doing it. They're running this organization like they're fans.
Yeah.
And and that's what they try to keep us in this thing. That's why they have all these interviews. And when you listen to the interviews, they're just saying what the fans want them to say. And then they go out and put that same emphasis on the field. And it turns out in big games, it blows up in their face.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's I just don't want Dak to, and I'm not saying Dak is going to be out for the season, but just don't rush him back. And you have to be coaching to be able to keep this thing afloat till he gets back. And when he does get back, you still got to help him be successful.
Yeah. You got to copy whatever the game plan was last year when they ran off them 5 or 6 straight games when they ran the ball effectively and mixed it up with all that. That's the formula.
And you can't let people hide. See, if you let people and you don't say, we didn't do what we needed to do to make the game successful, and we had other breakdowns, and you throw it all on the quarterback, or you throw it all on this person, right?
Yeah.
Then you have players out there that don't perform and they hide behind the curtain of Dak Prescott. They're like, well, I don't block, well, I don't do something. They're gonna blame Dak anyway. They ain't care about me.
Yeah.
So it's all about not giving people excuses, and this is holding people accountable for what they do. And coaches supposed to take talent and make the game easier. And I've said this 150 times. And just like you say, you always right, Big Show, people gonna understand this. Good players can't take bad coaching.
That's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth.
So I'm glad you said something about this.
Yeah.
Because they got people all fooled up that he'll be out 4 weeks. It would turn out to be better. Man, he's coming off a thumb injury, surgery off his throwing hand.
Yeah, surgery, real surgery. Had to go sleep
on his throwing hand.
Yeah. Gotta have it to throw. Come on now. He just had it. Stitches ain't even out yet. Come on now. But I know how it is.
And you're gonna bring it back to a pass happy coordinator.
Yeah.
So you almost saying we're gonna bring back a man that has. We're gonna rush him back to a guy that's gonna make him throw the ball 40 times, and it's gonna get cold, and that plate in his hand gonna hurt.
It's gonna swell up,
and you may mess around and mess him up for the rest of his career.
Yeah. It's a big picture involved. I appreciate you, Coach. I appreciate you. All right, man. All right.
That was good for me.
All right. Whoever that was that called me from Georgia, go ahead and call me right back. Listen, it's even bigger than what Coach was saying, because the truth of the matter is, see, they're going to use that against Dak. Dak is up for a contract and renegotiation, I believe, in 3 years. And this 2 more years after this season. Please understand they're going to hold all this against Dak. See, they love him, and then all of a sudden, it changes.
Eastside.
Hey, what's going on? Whoever that is in Texas, what's up? Who is this?
Hey, man. You know it's your boy Eastside. I just had to chime on in.
What's up, Doc?
Hey, man. You feeling good? You feeling confident?
Oh Lord, here you go. Are the Texans, Houston Texans feeling confident?
Hey, brother. Oh yes. We're feeling very confident. You know, we first place in the AFC South right now. FYI.
Yeah,
FYI.
We look. If you want to brag about.
No, not bragging. I just want to chime in on.
You just stating the truth. Y'all lead the South right now. That's what you saying. After 1 week.
Hey, brother. Hey, but man, do you think the Dallas Cowboys fans gonna throw trash at Cooper Rush if he underperforms like they did Mr. Prescott? How you feeling about that?
You know what? Why
throwing trash at the brother?
You know what? Why you're trying to be sarcastic? You really just fell up on a real good point with that question. I really could do another whole show off that one question you just asked right there.
Hey, because want to know, man. Hey.
Well, I because you have taken the time and stayed on here on the show, and then you called in. I'm not gonna answer it fully, but I answer it like this. Let's be honest, everybody. They really didn't want Dak Prescott to be a starter in the first place. Because that's one of the reasons why a lot of people hate Dak now. Even though he won division championships, even though he won 10, 11, 12 games, they still hold that grudge that he is the one that put Tony Romo in retirement. They can't stand that. That's the foundation right there. So the other thing is, you saw the trash going down. I tell you what I heard, Eastside here. I heard that some folks were cheering.
You was what?
Exactly. I heard some folks were cheering when he got put out the game.
Oh man. Hey man, but you know that's the difference between Dallas and Houston, man.
So,
Hey, brother,
but check it out though, Eastside. To answer your legitimate question though, they ain't gonna do that to Cooper Rush.
I know. I know.
Okay, but you know what? Now I could go on with that and all the reasons why, but I ain't gonna do it.
Brother. Don't go too deep. You can't go too deep.
I'm not gonna do it. Okay, I'm not gonna do it.
They're not ready for that conversation.
They're not. We ain't progressed as some of us really thought that we had, because we won't tell the truth. The truth of the matter is, it's kind of like when my brother Damon Lofton is just saying right now. I know Damon, I can't. He want me to go there, but I ain't going there. The truth of the matter is this: when Tony Romo, but when Dak kept winning all them games, and Tony Romo was ready to come back, the man had won almost about 10, 11 games in a row, and there was no way they could sit him down. And they are mad and still mad that he is the one that put Tony Romo in the CBS booth. That they are and they hadn't got past it. Dak Prescott done thrown over 35 touchdowns, 37, made a couple Pro Bowls, took his team to the playoffs, won division championship. They still ain't forget it. They ain't forgave it. And they never will. And that's another whole show within itself. See,
but I'll just touch a base with you.
No, you done got me crunk now. I appreciate you, Eastside here. Go ahead. I'm gonna holler at you. Thank you, man.
All right, brother.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell y'all something. Now, see, he tried to be sarcastic, but he fell up on something. Y'all look, it ain't just started with Dak Prescott. All right, now y'all can say what you want to say. People don't like Warren Moon. People didn't like Doug Williams. People didn't like Michael Vick before the dog incident. Before the pit bull scandal. They ain't like Michael Vick. They didn't like Randall Cunningham. Some of y'all that's a little older, I ain't as old. I'm close to it. Some of them didn't like Joe Harris. Now, you got to be a little older to know who he was. I'm talking about 72 and 1971, 72, before Bradshaw. They didn't like him. And they don't like Dak Prescott. Now, I would ask y'all, why is that? But let me stop. All right, let me stop. All right, I'm through. Let's get back to Kellen Moore. Yeah, legit. I ain't gonna say nothing about Colin Kaepernick. I mean, Lord have mercy. That for I lose subscribers if I start talking about that. See what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even go that route. I ain't gonna do it. It is. It is what it is. It's amazing to me that, watch this, in negotiation time, Dak Prescott is going to end up. Terry Turner in. Let me get through this. It's amazing to me. I got Terry Turner on the line, but it's amazing to me how Dak Prescott. See, they're secretly getting ready. That's why they're trying to rush him back. They're secretly trying to get positioning to push the blame on Dak Prescott and use the excuse, hey, we paid him like he's one of the best in the game. Hey, what'd he do? So when they come to the contract negotiation time, they're going to say in a couple years, they're going to say, oh, man, look, he didn't get the job done. We can't pay him like that. Kind of like what they did with DeMarcus Lawrence and his money. Kind of like what they said about Amari Cooper and his money and all that kind of. I'm just telling y'all, this was getting ready to go down. But they love Kellen Moore. Everybody is disguised in front of Kellen Moore. Nobody say nothing bad from the front office about Kellen Moore until this week when Mike McCarthy said what he said. about we got to be smarter. Nobody touches Kellen Moore for some reason. Have y'all noticed all this? See, I'm going through all the weeds. I'm going through everybody. I'm putting full bullseye on Kellen Moore because that's where the problem is. Go ahead, Terry. I'm sorry.
No, I was just agreeing with everything you saying about Kellen Moore and that Pee Wee Mighty Mike offense that he runs. I look at some of that and I see more complexity out of the high schools that my son is playing.
Wow.
But
wow.
I listened to your show from this Monday this morning, and I said, oh, my God, I must be rubbing off on this man. I got to stop talking about poor average Prescott like that. Mm-hmm. But, of course, you had an amen corner for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in the deacon chair. I was, come on.
Oh, he was, look, I know somebody ain't talking about, look, Dak was horrible before he got hurt. He was horrible.
Yeah.
He was horrible.
He looked. He looked like stir-fried doo-doo before he got hurt. But, I mean, hey, truth is the truth, My daddy always say, if you're going to cash that man check, you need to do that man's job. Mm-hmm. And say, now, when you want to go in ahead and you want something done, go in ahead, stop cashing that man check.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can go on ahead. Stop. First thing you do, stop cashing his check. Then you can air your grievances. But as long as you cashing that man check, you need to go find a suggestion box.
Mm-hmm.
But if you cash that man check, you need to do that man's job. Somebody need to tell that to CD Lamb, looking at the sideline crazy. You done cashed the check. I see you on Instagram or whatever, showing off all the fancy stuff you done got, and you got your little room and stuff set up to play video games. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
Just do the man's job. Although I don't think you a number one. You a pretty good slot receiver. Overrated. This man dropped balls like you would never believe. But hey, you get paid to catch the ball, but I'm surprised you don't lead the league in drops. But that's just my observation. I guess it's a little harder to catch a ball now than when I played.
Yeah.
I mean, see ball, get ball. I mean, it was simple.
I love it, Terry. I love it. You're right, though. I mean, hey, you know me. I'm calling it like I see it. And I'm a Cowboy fan. Can't nobody take my star away from me. I'm a Cowboy fan all my life. I'm calling like it is. It is what it is. I see the hand right on the wall, though, man. They gonna charge. Look, they gonna charge CD Lamb because CD contract for getting ready to come up too. See what I'm saying? And they gonna say, well, okay, CD, what you do? What did you do? Oh, okay. We said you the number one receiver. You playing just like Amari Cooper was. And we can't give you no $20 million a year. And you ain't giving me number 3 catches a game. No way. I see what they're doing.
I knew I couldn't depend on CD Lamb. He didn't stand as a man when he wanted to wear that number 10, and he sat down there with that old alligator-looking Jerry Jones, and now he wearing 88 with Lamb on it for Jerry Jones, friend Lamb or whatever, somebody he used to play ball with. Whatever. I'm like, man, and you went on ahead with it. Now, we could have sat down to the table of understanding, but I mean, if it meant something to me, I'm wearing number 10, I'm going to wear number 10. Now, if you see me with an 88 on my back, it better be some under the table money, some consider this money. Outside of that, hey, I got no problem with how, if it's legal, I got no problem with how a man feed his family.
Oh,
but if it was nobody greasing my palm, I'm still wearing number 10.
Yeah.
Stand for something or fall for everything.
Wow. I appreciate you, Terry. As usual, you the man.
Although now I will say I do see the writing on the wall. What they doing with Podak? They took away all his weapons, and they gonna say, look, he is at best the bus driver, but he got nothing in the engine or the transmission.
Yeah.
You took away Cooper. Then what's the guy? Number the first 11.
Cole Beasley.
Before.
Cole Beasley.
Not Beasley. The brother, the one that used to catch the ball and throw it. He was a quarterback someplace.
Cedric Wilson. That was number 1.
Wilson.
Yeah, Cedric Wilson.
You took all these guys, took his weapons away from him.
Yeah.
I mean, stuff that people had to respect because this guy could make a play.
But wait a minute, though, Terry. You're a little bit wrong. They didn't take all his weapons away. They gave him Dalton Schultz.
Oh, Jesus. You know what? I just passed you the communion plate. You gonna go in and man, give me my stuff back. Pass this over to her. I know better than this. Dalton Schultz. Yeah, now Dalton Schultz more average than average Prescott. That ain't, man. Come on.
Ooh-wee.
What is okay? Let's look at the good tight ends. I mean, is he a Kittle?
No.
Is he a Chelsea?
No.
Can he stretch the field? Can he run the seam like you've never seen?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
So basically, you strap him with a bill.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I just had that talk with my son. Either she's an asset or she's a bill. So basically, you gave Dak Prescott a deal.
Ooh-wee.
Because he is the new invention of the old guy, 82. Catch the ball, take 3 steps, and fall down.
I love it. Hey, it is what it is. I appreciate you, Terry. Let me get you out of it because you killing tonight. All right, man. All right, Terry.
All right, man.
All right, man. Afro Sheen 42. I left it up there so I won't forget. Look at that comment there. Afro Sheen says everybody talk about Dak's money. He never said a thing about Romo's money. That made Terry Turner crazy. I just love. I'm talking about my last call. I appreciate that. Everybody talk about Dak's money. They never said a thing about Romo's money though. Good old boy junk in Dallas. Listen, here's the thing though. Jerry was intentional when he gave Romo his money because all you heard about Romo from Jerry Jones was this. We believe we can win a Super Bowl with Tony Romo. We believe we can win a Super Bowl. Matter of fact, you heard him since Romo left, he says this now, my only regret was that we didn't get Tony Romo a Super Bowl. He thought he was a great quarterback. He thought he was really belonged on that platform with, at that particular time, Peyton Manning, Brady, Roethlisberger, Rodgers. He thought he was right up there with them guys. And some of his numbers showed that. Romo just couldn't just get it done big games, you know. But number-wise, Romo right now retired. If he had just one Super Bowl, he would be in the Hall of Fame because he got the numbers. He got the touchdowns, he got the numbers, he got it all. And when you look at his story, undrafted free agents, I mean, that's the American dream type story when you look at it. But Jerry Jones always used to say this, y'all. He always say, y'all remember that? He used to say he will win, he can win us a Super Bowl. You say that. He never said that about Dak. What he said about Dak was this, because they still say it today. Until he got his money, of course. Prior to Dak signing the contract, this is what you heard Jerry say about Dak. He's a great leader. He's a leader of men. He's great in the community. He's a nice kid. But you never really heard him talk about his football on the field, other than saying he can that we got a chance with Dak. But you never heard him say prior to him getting his money, he'll say about Dak, he can win us a Super Bowl. You never heard that. You heard it now because it's almost like reverse psychology. See, you have to say that now. You have to say that now because you done paid him the money. I don't know. I've never said that. I've never thought that Jerry Jones fully believed in Dak Prescott. He was forced on Jerry Jones. He was forced on Jerry Jones.
Call from Michael Evans.
All right. I got another call in. My guy Michael Evans is in the building. What's up, Mike?
Hey, how you doing?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I was trying not to try to stay away from this topic, but you just kind of dragged me into this about this thing with Romo and Dak. So let me just say this. Now, everybody probably will forget, or people may want to forget, when Romo got paid and when Jerry, paid Tony Romo, he was the highest paid player in the league at the time, and nobody said a word. But Dak had to fight for his money for over 2 years. And I heard everything you said about what Jerry was talking about. Like they say, he's a nice kid. He's a born leader. He's a leader of men. But the only thing I heard Jerry Jones say about Dak Prescott is that you got me.
Exactly. Oh, man.
He signed his contract.
Yeah.
He said, you got me.
Yeah.
I overpaid for you.
Yeah, man.
So let's just, we all know what this is about. I said it before, and I said it again. And this is for the people that you were talking about earlier who can't stand Dak Prescott. There are people out there that will never accept Dak Prescott as a quarterback of this football team, and it has absolutely nothing to do with his game. So that's just the truth. It is. What has Dak Prescott done to receive all this hate? And the national media, especially the local Dallas media, they continue to push this narrative. When Dak had to fight for his money, everybody said, oh, he's not worth $40 million. Everyone, what did they say, Bishop? They said he was selfish. They said he was greedy. They said he didn't deserve $10 million, $15 million, $5 million. Did you ever hear them say that about Tony Romo? And look, I'm not throwing shade at Tony Romo. I love Tony Romo. But that's the double standard that's going on with Romo and Dak Prescott. But you're right. Dak Prescott retired Tony Romo, and there are people out there who are still mad as you know what to this day, and they will never accept that. He could run the table, go win the division, get to the Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl MVP, win the league MVP, and they still won't acknowledge him. There are people out there right now on Facebook pages who want Cooper Rush to. They say, "Oh, let's just put Cooper Rush there. Let's just play him. Hopefully, he can replace Dak Prescott, and then we can trade Dak Prescott away, even though they can't because he's got a no trade clause." They're still trying to push this up. Oh, we gotta try to dump that. He's not worth the money. It is absolutely ridiculous, and it's got to stop.
Hey, all I can say is, and the church said, "Amen."
You're just keeping it real here, like you always do.
Thank you.
Now on to the game for tomorrow, and what you start out with Kellen Moore. And I'm kind of at where you are. It's going to take an epiphany for Kellen Moore to all of a sudden turn into Chuck Noll, a.k.a. Ground Chuck, who loves to run the football. I don't know if his body's got to get taken over, but the formula for this team to win is run the football, play defense. I would say limit Cooper Rush's pass between 20 and 25, and they could probably win this game. And they could probably get to Joe Burrow. The Steelers got to him 7 times. So I think the Cowboys should get to him at least 5 times, they should be able to get to him because their offensive line is terrible.
Defensive line, defensively, I believe you 100%. I believe we're going to get to him. Offensively, though, I believe it when I see it. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, I do too. And
I don't
last
trust Kellen
thing,
Moore for nothing.
Yeah, and last thing, the thing with Mike McCarthy, I think we can pretty much say now the 3-year experiment of Kellen Moore as offense coordinator has failed.
Yeah.
I think it's time for Mike McCarthy, win or lose, especially if they lose, when he goes up to that podium for the post-game press conference, he should say, okay, I got just one thing to say. As of now, I will be calling the plays for this football team. Kellen Moore is the offense coordinator in name only. And if the Jones don't like it, I want my client to say, he should threaten to resign.
I agree.
If he, they're gonna try to get with him anyway. They're gonna try to get with him anyway. Yeah. But as Boss said, if he's gonna go down, he said he should go down with his hands on the wheel.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Appreciate you, Mike. I'm getting ready to get on out of here, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
All
Mike.
right.
Thank you so much. Well, I got to give him this. I mean, come on now. That was the pure fire that he just dropped out. I mean, I can't add or take away from it. Now, I will say this, and I'll close with this tonight. By the way, y'all see all the stuff you can follow me at right there. But in particular, if you like the content, if you like to hang with me or whatever, go to my YouTube channel and just subscribe to it, The Big Time Show. Go ahead and subscribe to that. You can follow me on Twitter there, Big Time Lou. Twitch is Big Time _73, and there's the Cash App. If you want to be a subscription where you can pay monthly, $1, $2, $3, $4, whatever you want to do. Big Time Show 3.supercast.com. I'll leave it there for you. Let me tell y'all this, y'all. I was the first one that came on all this right here and made this prediction. And especially since Dak is gone. Remember, before Dak got hurt, I was saying this. I said if the Cowboys get off to a slow start, when I say a slow start, I'm talking about like after because the schedule don't kind of fit us as crazy everybody was saying it. If we start off maybe 1-4 or 2-4 or something like that, remember I told y'all that by the bye week, don't be surprised if Coach McCarthy gone. I've been trying to tell y'all that. Now, I can't verify that. That's just my gut feeling. I've been trying to tell y'all because the fire is going to be so hot, especially if we look bad. You let this game go here. Matter of fact, watch this. Let's go ahead and make a cut one major standard, okay? You let this game go tomorrow and the Cowboys don't score 1 touchdown. It'll be 2 straight weeks, no touchdown. Let me tell y'all something. They're going to say somebody's incapable of coaching the team, and it's going to be Mike McCarthy. It ain't going to be Kellen Moore. I'm telling y'all. You let the Cowboys look bad tomorrow. You let them get beat 28-7, 28-6, or something like that. I'm telling y'all, the fire, ESPN going to lead off with it. What's wrong with the Cowboys? Huh? I mean, they can't score. I'm telling you. Well, they're going to say this is an NFL team. They still got Ezekiel Elliott. They still got Ezekiel Elliott. They still got CeeDee Lamb. They still got Dalton Schultz. They still got a top defense. They should be able to score some points. They should be able to score. You let them not score too many points. The fire, y'all think this week was something. I mean, Fox talked about it. ESPN, First Take, Undisputed. Everybody talked about it. You let them look bad tomorrow. The fire gets hotter. And by the time the bye week come, y'all, I'm telling y'all, he ain't going to last through the bye week. They already got things really in place. Dan Quinn takes over head coaching, still calls the defense. Kellen Moore still gonna call offense, and just watch what happens. They already got it set up that you don't miss a beat. The players actually will probably play a problem. If this may sound crazy, but I think they'll even play harder for Dan Quinn, because a lot of them will want him to be their head coach. I'm telling y'all. Everybody pretty much already know he ain't gonna make it after this year. Okay, we already know that. I'm saying you let the Cowboys only got one win. I think our bye week is week 9, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody help me or correct me real quick. I think we week 9, if I'm not mistaken, with the bye week. Whatever week that is, it's a perfect setup. You got a week, and if the Cowboys coming back on a Monday, I would say 103.5 to tank after one game. They have the Gallows out in front of the Star if they go into. I mean, but if you tank, who you tanking for? Who? Bryce Young? Bryce Young is, I mean, come on. The kid from Ohio State. I mean, come on now. No, that ain't worth tanking for. I mean, I'm not saying they can't play. If you're talking about getting Will Anderson, I mean, we got all the pass. I mean, Will Anderson is from Alabama, the defensive end, great player, gonna be a great pro. But is that worth tanking for? You know, I'm serious. I mean, is there an offensive guard or offensive tackle that is worth you thinking a top 2 or 3 pick? I don't know it. I mean, I haven't studied the college game, but I tell you what, we keep having games like last week. I'm gonna start scouting early this year, because we all may be scouting early this year. Matter of fact, look, I'm gonna show y'all how I am. Y'all talk your tail off. Let me show y'all how. Look, I if y'all come to the Cowboys, come and watch me talk about the Cowboys. Look, by week 5, I might be like this. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, I'm just telling y'all. I'm sorry. I can switch up just like that. I be saying, look, I done moved from the NFL about week 8 to the NBA. The season's been done started right there. I'm going to my Lakers. And some of y'all little smart mouth gonna say, hey, the Lakers gonna be just as worse. No, they're not. No, they're not. You see what I'm saying? About week 8, I'll be just like this. You see what I'm saying? Right now, I'm holding on. I'm holding on, y'all. But right now, I'm holding on. You see what I'm saying? I'm holding on right now. See? I'm trying to hold on. But if they don't look right after, like, see, tomorrow going to be a real story, because it's going to be a preview for what the next month going to be like. If he don't run the ball tomorrow, Kellen Moore don't call running plays tomorrow. If it was any time where he need to run the ball like crazy, it's tomorrow. If he don't do it tomorrow, if I see Cooper Rush with 38 passes and Ezekiel Elliott with only 12, 13 runs, we in trouble, y'all. That's all I'm gonna say. I think we're gonna play well tomorrow, but how committed is he gonna be to the offense? And my defense gonna be on the field too much, where they get tired. That's my question. If we can't sustain no drives tomorrow, my defense gonna get tired, and then they're gonna get scored on. You can have a great defense all you want, but when they tired, they tired. Serious. So we'll see tomorrow, y'all. I may come on here tomorrow night after the game or whatever, and we, I'll probably do it tomorrow, and we'll cry together, or we'll be shocked together with a win. So either way it goes, let's go Cowboys. I don't even sound even confident to do it. It is what it is. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. I gotta go. I can go watch the rest of this football game. I'm pretty tired. I'll be with you probably sometime tomorrow, and if not, definitely I will be with you on Monday. All right. Let's go to work. Everybody put your hands together. This might be the only time we get to. Put your hands together. Y'all know how we get out of here. We groove our way out of here. I'm gone. Appreciate all y'all for hanging with me. Thank you so much. I hope that we had fun today. I think we did. All right. We out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is, yes, sir, the Big Time Show.